The Battle of Tarawa was the first battle in the Pacific Theater. The Americans wanted to capture Tarawa because it had lots of Japanese fortifications and could be used as a jump-off point for the next island.
Tarawa was well defended because it contained the majority of the Japanese troops. A large number of pillboxes and firing pits were created as defense against a possible invasion. In the middle of the island were large shelters and a command post that were designed to protect defenders from air attack and bombardment. However, the interior shelters had no firing ports, so they were forced to shoot from doorways. There were also concrete bunkers that housed troops and coastal defense guns, such as the BL 8-inch howitzer. The three-day battle was an overall success for the American forces. The invasion started on November 20th, where the American forces were expecting a high tide to allow the Higgins boats to arrive in the beach. However, the ocean experienced a neap tide where the water failed to rise. By noon, the Marines had successfully taken the beach as far as the first line of defenses. Over the next 2 days, American forces pushed into the middle of the small island and took over the command post and had successfully captured the landing strip.
For Japanese casualties, 4,690 men were killed, 17 soldiers were captured, and 129 laborers were captured. For Americans, 1,696 were killed, and 2,101 were wounded. Of those, 1,009 were killed from the Marine Corps, and 2,101 were wounded. Also, 687 U.S. Navy members were killed when the USS Liscum Bay was sunk. The high casualties of this battle caused major protests in the U.S. U.S. citizens couldn't understand why so many casualties were necessary to take such a small island. This battle knocked down the front door to the Japanese defenses in the Central Pacific, and the failures of this landing were a major contributor to the founding of underwater demolition teams.
First assault battalions are cut to ribbons, but wave after wave of Marines continues to land and forge ahead to battle down the strongly entrenched enemy. Here in a veritable no man's land, 4,000 Imperial Jap Marines fight to the last against our oncoming leathernecks. Here at an appalling cost of life, our men seek to wrest this all-important island from the enemy, who seized it from a few missionaries and natives shortly after the Jap sneak attack on Pearl Harbor. Jap pillboxes are blown up, along with the enemy's permanent concrete gun shelters, sunken 20 feet into the ground. The shell-shattered terrain is strewn with enemy casualties. On every hilltop, Japs are entrenched, ready and waiting for the assault, holed in a bomb-proof shelter, pouring an incessant rain of steel from their stronghold. A flamethrower goes into action. Japs in a pillbox are trapped and destroyed.